Hello everybody, welcome back to IELTS Master. This is video number 46. We are going to finish the course already. Very soon we will have to say goodbye. But before we say goodbye, we still have to finish this. So in today's video, we're going to talk about writing task 2 again. And we shall focus on advantages and disadvantages. How do we express the good things and the bad things about something? In terms of contents, today we'll focus first on expressing advantages and disadvantages, and then some vocabulary to help you along the way. Now, I have this little task for you to take a look at together. Let's say people now have the freedom to work and live anywhere in the world due to the development of communication technology and transportation. Do the advantages of this development outweigh the disadvantages? Alright, so this is a task that regards both disadvantages and advantages. So how are you going to talk about them? First, look at this example. Now this is the first body paragraph. Let's say, certainly there are huge advantages brought about by improved transportation and communication. Transportation has made it considerably easier for people to keep in touch despite distances. Flights, for example, take people halfway across the globe in as long as 24 hours. Communication, more impressively, makes the world even smaller. Social networks, for example, give friends from all corners of the earth a place to gather and socialize. Very simple, isn't it? So this is a paragraph on advantages. We can see this very clearly. And so the next paragraph that you will see right now is going to be about disadvantages. And there should be a connection. Like, however, it's also necessary to mention the disadvantages. The first issue with telecommunication and online social networks is the lack of face-to-face interaction, right? This in turn makes people actually further away from each other, blah blah blah. So you see, when people talk about advantages and disadvantages, they need first to introduce it. There are huge advantages and there's also disadvantages, alright? And after that, they will continue to develop ideas. Very simple. But today, I'm not going to focus on how you develop the ideas. The focus is on the words that mean the same with advantages and disadvantages. Now, for advantages, we have some words like pros, merit, a good point, winning point, the attraction, or what makes something appealing. For disadvantages, we have cons, the pros and cons, the drawback, merit, drawback, a good point, a bad point, a winning point, a losing point, the attraction or the downside, what makes something appealing, what makes something unappealing. All of these will be able to be used to replace the word advantages and disadvantages depending. So how are we going to make use of them? Now take a look at this example. Again, one merit of the computer is its ability to multitask. People can work on many things at the same time, which is one computer. Another good point concerns the connection to the internet. Once online, people can access information easily and make contact with people from around the world with such ease as never seen before. So you can see that this paragraph certainly talks about the advantages of the computer, but the writer does not mention the word advantage. You don't have to say, I love you, in order to show that you love someone. Well, the same thing applies. You don't have to use the word advantage to talk about advantage. Use another word. One merit is, another good point concerns. Alright? That is the basic strategy. Now, I want you to practice. Let's say we have one good thing about TV is, how do you continue with the second main idea? We can say, another winning point is, right? One good thing about a TV is, another winning point is, another merit is, very simple. A problem with the computer is, and we'll continue with, a second drawback concern, or a second losing point concern. Very simple. Just use a word that means the same with advantage and disadvantage in order to make your vocabulary more varied. You don't really want to repeat words and phrases. That's not advisable. Okay. So in this very short video, we were talking a lot about expressing advantages and disadvantages. Remember, some tasks ask you to talk about both of these. You will spend one paragraph on the advantages and one paragraph on the disadvantages. And when you introduce the advantages, remember to use vocabulary that are substitute. Merit, good point, winning point, what makes it appealing, like what makes teaching appealing is that blah blah blah. And when you talk about advantages, again, use vocabulary that is the same. A bad point, a losing point, the drawback or the downside of something is. That is enough for this video. Actually, very simple. I want you to review the video, do the tasks that follow to enhance your writing concerning advantages and disadvantages. Thank you very much. I'll see you in video number 47. We will continue to discover task 2 in the IELTS writing.